Welcome to ISL Enabled Virtual Lab of CSIR.
Hi everyone, I'm Utsuka
I'm Jigyasa.
and you are listening to India Asks Why Season 3, supported by India Bioscience Extension Grant.
At India Asks Why, we love to chase our curious science questions.
This season, listeners from across schools are joining us on our curiosity chasing endeavor. Bizarre, funny, and weird. Life is full of such dreams. We remember some, but forget most of them. Ever wondered why we dream? This was a question posed by one of our listeners from Class 9, Delhi Public School, Secunderabad. Join Utsuka and Jigyasa as they chase this question with three other curious minds, Navika, Satakshi, and Fariha. We also have Dr. Nitin Chauhan, a sleep scientist from TIFR, Mumbai, chatting with the curious team about what might be happening in our brains when we dream. In the Life of a Scientist segment, the students ask Dr. Chauhan about how he studies sleep in fruit flies, what his day in the lab looks like, and how he became a scientist.
I had such a weird dream the other night. I was sitting in my classroom wearing my night suit.
My dream, I wanted to get up from the bed and walk, but I couldn't. So weird.
Dreams can sometimes really puzzle us. I wonder why we have dreams.
Such an interesting question. Let's find out.
There is so much research on dreams. Neuroscientists and psychologists have been curious about the purpose of dreams through the years.
According to some ideas, you're dreaming all the time. It's just that when you sleep, all the other senses are going down, so you can actually see what you're dreaming. But the rest of the day, because of all the other sensory information, you might not be able to sense it.
A long drawn hypothesis in the field has been that dreams help in housekeeping of our brains.
Housekeeping of the brain? Is our brain like a hotel where you need regular cleaning?
Yes, indeed, our brain does so many things throughout the day, and so much information goes in and out of the brain. We see and do so many things.
But we only remember some important things from a particular day and mostly forgot irrelevant information after a few days.
Can you take a guess when your brain sorts such information out?
During dreams?
Exactly. This is the housekeeping I was referring to. Dreaming is a way our brain is shuffling information. It's cleaning up the day's information overload. It puts the necessary stuff on the long-term shelves and the irrelevant information in the trash bin.
Oh, this makes sense. That is why we are always told to get a good night's sleep before exams. So our brain gets sufficient time to organize all the information that we have learned into a long-term memory.
But is there a name for this physical space or drawer for the storage of memory?
In mammals, hippocampus seems to have a specific role in this. So there was this patient in which this particular hippocampus was removed due to epileptic seizures, thinking that this will help him. But what resulted was he remembered everything before the operation, but after the operation, he couldn't remember anything beyond few minutes and I think there was even a film on this. But but the idea is that because of his effect on his hippocampus, he was not able to take those short-term associations, short-term memory, like even memory of people, memory of places, to its long-term consolidation. That process kind of got affected because of removal of this one really small part of the brain.
But what has information sorting got to do with dreams?
So, When your brain is trying to organize the information in special compartments in the brain, it basically has to replay the information. And this information may leak out as dreams.
Oh, that's interesting. But then, this does not explain all the weird, bizarre dreams we have, right?
Oh, yes, those dreams where you can't explain why you are suddenly sitting in your classroom wearing your night dress.
Exactly, those ones.
This could happen when your brain is trying to reorganize multiple sets of information at one time. Like it is multitasking with many memories. This part usually happens during the REM sleep or rapid eye movement sleep. This sleep phase, as the name suggests, is characterized by rapid eye movements. It usually happens closer to the time you wake up. You must have seen this in movies or TV shows. When the actor is having a bad dream, they are moving their eyes left to right.
But wait, is it possible that we only remember the bizarre dreams more often than the boring regular dreams?
Yes, that is very much likely.
I wonder why that happens.
It's possible bizarre dreams have more emotions involved. Like in our regular waking life, we remember events that were more emotional for us. The same thing happens in dreams as well. The same part of the brain, which is active during the day in such emotional events, is also active in our sleep while we are having dreams.
All in all, it seems like dreams help us in a lot of important brain functions like memories, emotions, and creativity.
This makes me think we all sleep, right? Birds, dogs, elephants, horses, cats, etc. Then, do we all dream?
Yes, birds and mammals also dream. And that's why there is an emerging theory that says that dreaming might actually have some evolutionary function, just like sleep does.
And these dreams wouldn't occur without sleep. I wonder what would happen if we didn't sleep.
The whole idea behind why we sleep itself, we do not understand completely, right? This is a state where you are keeping yourself vulnerable to external threats for better part of your lifetimes. We know that if we don't sleep, there will be certain abnormalities that we can face over the short term and even and also the long term, which includes physiological dysfunctions and cognitive dysfunctions. But again, why sleep is relevant for that, why just not lying down and resting is sufficient, that again is quite debatable.
As the curious group understood the importance of dreams and sleep, they now wanted to know how Dr. Chavan studies sleep in his lab.